You have a very extrovert stage act by any standards. Will you be able to go on with...
You mean I flaunt it?
You're over the top.
No.
Your friendship with Hungary and with Budapest, it may last long as Queen will last.
If I'm still alive, I will come back. You know.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you. Fine. Thank you very much.
That's good. Fab. Oh, that's great. I wish all interviews were that short.
A kind of magic indeed, and Freddie Mercury seems able to cast his spell equally effectively either side of the Iron Curtain. Hungary is one of the more open countries of the Eastern Bloc, and bestriding the Danube, its capital Budapest has the beginnings of a mixed economy. Nevertheless, the familiar music is of the classical variety, and the arrival of rock, with its million-dollar paychecks, a relatively new phenomenon. A party to celebrate drummer Roger Taylor's 37th birthday took place in Freddie's presidential suite, at a princely cost of £5,000.
I know you don't think this, but a girl is going to pop out of that. Try it.
But what does Queen get out of a visit to Hungary?
There's no profit to be made. I mean, that's not the idea at all. I mean, it's impossible to make a profit. I don't know whether we'll even break even. Maybe we will. But that's not the reason we're doing it anyway. There's a tremendous feeling of sort of, I suppose, job satisfaction is a strange way to put it.
It's quite good to get job satisfaction after 14 years.
Well, it's a pretty good job, isn't it?
And interview-shy Mercury faced the Hungarian cameras.
So you look at it as the beginning of your friendship with Hungary and with Budapest, and it may last long as Queen will last.
If I'm still alive, I will come back. You know.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you. Fine. Thank you very much.
That's good. Fab. Oh, that's great. I wish all interviews were that short.
The interviewer got more out of John Deacon, Queen's bass player and diplomat.
It's a great experience, and I think it will open the eyes of a lot of people who are working on the show.
No.
English and Americans, you know, because they have sometimes they have such a preconceived idea of what it might be like.
The Hungarian government and probably all of the Eastern European governments are interested to give entertainment for the people, and young people love rock and roll everywhere. And in terms of money, I mean, the band still pay for the concerts. They can export the income, and it's all paid by the Hungarian government.
But there's a limited amount of hard currency to pay bands, so the benefit has to be sought elsewhere. Record sales, for instance. State record shops had a limited supply of the recent Queen album, pressed under license in Yugoslavia. The Hungarians are record mad. Local bands can sell 500,000 albums. Imports are more expensive. Recently, a number of private record stores have opened specializing in Western music. But Queen are aiming to break into the whole Eastern Bloc market of 300 million potential record buyers. The other incentive is a feature film of the concert, made by a group including the State Film Corporation, which mobilized 17 cameras to shoot 25 miles of film of the concert, at a fraction of the cost of a similar venture in the West. This will be released throughout the East this autumn. As the crowd awaited Queen's arrival, there were the usual warm-up bands. So after that lesson in stage presentation from Hungary's Zizi Labor, it only remained for Queen to try and compete. And the ever self-effacing Freddie Mercury made his familiar, timid entrance.
It's nice to actually go to a place that's it's like unconquered territory. So
You have a very extrovert stage act by any standards. Will you be able to go on with...
You mean I flaunt it?
You're over the top.
No, because there are certain things that I use in my stage act, which I know automatically I'll get a certain reaction because I know I've been there before. But over here it's going to be, it's like no man's land. You know? So, I mean, but I'm going to try them all. You know?
But as well as undiluted Mercury, Queen provided quieter moments and delighted the audience with some bars of Hungarian folk song. The Hungarian fans responded like Queen fans just about anywhere else, and were treated to a final glimpse of Freddie laying claim to another music business territory.